Hello friends, welcome to my class, that is Pandey Praveen class. Pandey Praveen, okay, that is my class, and please subscribe my channel. Today let us discuss or know about light. In that one we have reflection and refraction. So let us know what are the basic difference between reflection and refraction. See, if at all the maximum incident ray gets reflected back, okay na, if the maximum part of incident ray gets reflected back, then such thing is called as reflection. So what we can say that most part of light falling on it, falling on the mirror gets reflected back, then such type can be called as reflection light. And if only part of incident ray or incident light gets reflected back, then such thing is called as refraction. Okay now, by now you should have a clear meaning of reflection and refraction. By now you should also remember loss of reflection, anyhow I'm not going to deal about this one because you should have in your mind, but still if you want me to make, please comment me in the comment box. Surely I'll make a video. Anyhow, let us begin. So mirrors, spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are of two types. First one is called as concave mirror. Second one is called as convex mirror. Where can you see live example of this concave mirror and concave mirror? See, you all have had experience of eating with spoon, okay na, or at least you might have seen spoon, chammach, okay, chammach. So when you see the spoon, no, if you see one part of the spoon is deeply dented, okay na, it's like in curve shape, like something, a dent is there, okay, and on another portion of the spoon it will be in bulge shape, so if at all this is my spoon, this part is a, what we can say, something like bent, a curve shape through which you lift your food. If you see back of the spoon, it is in this shape, okay na, bulge shape, bulging outward, okay na. So similarly in a concave mirror, if you see, concave mirror is in the shape of this is your concave mirror, okay na. And in this concave mirror, this part will be a reflecting part, and this part is painted with some chemicals, okay. So whenever light get incident on it, this part reflects it, okay na? So this is a concave mirror. Whereas in the form of convex mirror, just quite opposite, this is your reflecting area, the bulge shape is your reflecting area, and inside of that mirror is coated or lined with some chemical. So this is a concave mirror. Whenever you get the term concave, how does cave mean? Whenever you had cave, no, like here, this is cave, you enter inside the cave. ओके ना, गुफा है ना, गुफा कैसी रहती है, इस शेप में रहती है, और हम लोग गुफा के अंदर कैसे जाते हैं, थ्रू दिस डोर. So whenever, so this is our reflecting surface. So whenever you get confused between concave and convex shape, remember concave, गुफा, गुफा में हम लोग अंदर जाते हैं. So अंदर जाते हैं. So this will be our reflecting area, reflecting side. Okay. Now this mirrors, the concave or convex mirror, they have some parts of it. Let us see those parts and from where they reflect the ray. So see, let us draw a concave mirror first. Let us draw a concave, or okay, busy, both are the same in the. So if this is my concave mirror, this is my concave mirror, this is its lined part, this is will be my reflecting area. So this has a point P which is center of the reflecting portion, that is called as pole. So the center of the reflecting surface, center of the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is called as pole, which lies, where it lies, on the surface, which lies on the surface. So this is called as a pole. This is called as pole, represented by letter P, represented by letter P. Whereas same thing happens here in convex also. So this is my convex mirror, this is our reflecting surface. So pole lies at the center of the reflecting surface, name it as P or pole. Next, see, if at all you imagine that this reflecting surface can form a sphere. Okay, now see here, this also can form a sphere. So if it forms a sphere, there will be center point of that sphere, which is center of the sphere, center C. Okay, now center of the sphere, that is called center of curvature. So C is called center of curvature, P is called as pole. So here if you see, it would be something like here. Okay, now next, you all have experience of using magnifying glass, no? So in child we used to play, we used to take a magnifying glass, project it towards a specific paper with sunlight as its incident ray. Then what will happen? It will just burn up that paper. Or else you all have no experience of smartphone. Okay, now so when you try to take image of an object which is far, what you do? You do focus. You do focus at the object. You also have autofocus. Means what? If you want to focus at a specific point, you should see clearly. Why do we focus? So that the image is clear. Okay, now so focus is what? The intensity of the light is maximum at this point. For example, if at all you take a magnifying glass, okay na, and take it in the sun and try to project it towards a paper, okay na, then what will happen? Sun emitting the energy, the maximum energy, for example, let's take this. So here is the sun ray coming through the magnifying glass. Then this ray would come at a point where the intensity would be maximum, and so that would surely burn up my paper. So that is called as F, focus. That is called as focus. So focus in the concave and convex. So in concave mirror, the focus f lies in front of the mirror, whereas let us take example of in a convex. So if this is my incident light, so it would get reflected back, but the behind the mirror there would be a point f focus. So in terms of convex lens, the focus is formed behind the mirror, okay now. So here f is called as focus or principal focus So by now you should know what is pole, what is center of curvature, what is focus, f. Okay, now since they form a sphere, they have some diameter, they will have some radius which is r. But in this we shall consider only such sphere mirror whose aperture is much smaller than the radius of the curvature, like mm. Okay now, so whose radius are so small, okay now. So when the radius are small, then we shall consider this one like m and n. So here m and n, what is called? It's called an aperture, what we can say, aperture. Okay now, it's called aperture. Now see, if at all I draw an imaginary line joining pole P, focus F and C, so this is called my principal axis, and the distance between P and F, so this distance is called as focal length. So the distance between P and F is called as focal length represented by small f. Okay now, if you see here, same thing, a imaginary line is drawn. The distance between this point P and point F, this distance can be called as focal length, small f. Okay now, there is also a relation between radius of curvature r and f. So whenever a spherical mirror whose aperture is much smaller than its radius of curvature, then we can say that r is equal to 2f. R is equal to 2f. It means that distance between PF is equal to distance between FC, So distance between P and F will be equal to distance between C and F. So you will have that P to F is equals to F and C to F is equals to F. So totally we can say that R is equals to 2f. So this is the relation between radius and focal length f. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Don't forget. Need your support, man. And the next class we'll be learning about image formed by spherical mirrors. And if at all you like it, please subscribe my channel. You can share with your friends. I'll be giving a lot of information regarding this. Any doubt? You can take even a screenshot of this if at all you want it. So what is the reflection, refraction? What is F? Okay. Thank you.